Good evening. This is September 28th. Bill Kennick here in Alliance, Ohio. Just doing a horary chart. I wanted to know where about Pholus. That was my main thing. Well, as it turns out, it's on the Midheaven. Pholus conjunct to MC. And Pholus is a centaur, Chiron being the first and Pholus being the second, and there's another one. Which means very quick, hasty action. Now, notice the cute little chart here of Israel. And, I played around with it so you could have a nice Star of David there. Just at the very bottom, the sun and Kronos representing the mighty state. And opposite that, Pholus representing the nemesis of the mighty state, or the power in combat. And if you come down to the seventh house cusp, which is on our right-hand side as we look, we have Lilith, which is traditionally the Jewish state. Well, it's Jewish women. Lilith is a Jewish woman. And so I use that to represent Israel. And then you have the south node, something that's in a bad luck for Israel. And then I have the sun and Mercury conjunct. And that is making a square. Well, they all are, but that's making a square to Pholus. So I consider the sun and Mercury. Notice they are combust. They're very, very, very close conjunction, which is called combust. And that's the whoever's thinking without thinking, whoever's emotions and character, represented by the sun, is so overwhelming that logical and rational thought is drowned out by the heart knowledge of the sun. And I consider that to be Hezbollah's new leadership. Although in a way you could also say that it's Netanyahu whose principles are overwhelming his rationality. Yeah, it could be, or it could be both sides. And then, but I would say whoever it is they're the antithesis to each other or nemesis to each other, because that is the south node, which is, by the way, happens to be on the ascendant, a descendant axis. So the ascendant, being one, the descendant being the other. These two being involved in a pissing match, you might say. And then Pholus on the Midheaven, opposite the mighty state of Kronos and Mars. So the mighty state would have to be Israel, because Hezbollah is not a state. And anyway, so this is all forming a very pretty Star of David. What I had to do is erase enough planets that you could see the star very, very cutely and clearly. Who's going to win? I don't know. But I think here's the point. Netanyahu pulled a boner. He killed this Nasrallah, the guy with the hat around, and who was and Nasrallah was kind of a dead weight, actually, or I think what they call dead wood, and you know, the more anxious younger people have been trying to get rid of Nasrallah ever since he was put in there. And, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if it comes out he was a CIA agent or operative. So when Israel killed him, they killed their best friend, not even knowing it. Oh, it's very little that Israel doesn't know. But anyway, so Pholus is the new leadership that doesn't even exist yet, but it's coming. And I'm characterizing that by the sun, you know, the sun Mercury. Young people are usually Mercury. They're impatient. They want to get started. They will waste no time and spare no resources. And that's all characterized by Pholus. So I'm sharing with you my learning experience on Pholus and whatever else you. Now, interestingly, the moon appears to have entered Virgo. Let me double check that. How am I going to double check that? No, I'm wrong. I'm wrong. The moon is in 24 of Leo. So I have nothing to say about that. I don't know what that means. All right. Thank you. Bill Kennick out.